most suggested brawler, and that is going to be Rosa, a support brawler, starting at 4,000 trophies as a starter brawler that you get from those trophy league rewards.
Let's talk about our newest brawler. Her name is Rosa, and she's a boxing botanist who has survived in the jungle by punching plants in the face.
Okay guys, up next we are missing a brawler that will actually like throw something out and pull them in. My suggestion, I'm thinking of a brawler named Hook. And then what he does is he actually uses an anchor to actually pull people in, which for his super would be really cool.
And then in the mid of the month, we're going to introduce the new brawler, Jean.
I can almost guarantee you that we would see some spooky themed skins as well, like Werewolf Nita.
For Halloween, we have 3 new skins. The first one is Witch Shelly, then we have Werewolf Leon, and
there could be some sort of like map rating system so you could see new and exciting maps that people are making. There could be contests.
Hey everyone, what's happening? Lex back today for another Brawl Stars video, and today I'm here to tell you guys all about this official Brawl Stars map making contest.
For idea number 3, we've got another 5v5 game mode. That's right guys. Capture the flag. Teams would spawn in the same places as Gold Rush, with the blue team on the bottom and the red team on the top, and the sites would be mirrored. And both teams would have a flag on their side of the map, maybe in the lower right hand or the lower left hand corner of the map. And then their goal would be to try to get onto the enemy's half of the map, pick up their flag, and bring it back to their home base so that they could then win that match.
That's right, we've got a brand new game mode, only here for a limited time, called Present Plunder. I just named it right now. It's a little bit like Capture the Flag combined with Brawl Ball, and it is really, really fun. We've been testing it a lot and having a great time.
Number 4, and that is going to be mostly actually a quality of life idea, but that would be to make it so that you can actually earn your daily tokens in a casual way without actually having to risk losing trophies.
Hearing what's happening to Robo Rumble, Boss Fight, and Big Game. They're not gone, they've been condensed into 2-minute matches with max 100 token rewards.
This is gonna be funny, because in contrast to having a more casual way to play Brawl Stars, I also want to see a more competitive way to play with some sort of competitive league system being put into the end game content for Brawl Stars. I would want this to be separate from brawler individual trophies. This way you could play any of the brawlers for whichever was the most competitive for the current game mode or map, and the maps and modes would actually cycle so that there would be a lot of benefits to actually playing lots of different brawlers.
That's right, we have a new event slot coming called Power Play. This is going to be really special for the in-game players. You unlock it when you get your first maxed brawler. And how this works is you can only play 3 matches a day. And at the end of the season, these matches will be counted and the winners will get star points.
To prevent a toxic environment, there would be certain like pre-selected phrases that you could use, or you could suggest that a player play a specific brawler or something like that. And that would also help with overcoming language barriers. But aside from that, communication would be limited so that people wouldn't be too toxic. We're going to talk about what I think is the coolest idea, and that is going to be level 11 in Brawl Stars, Overdrive. You can unlock your Overdrive for your brawlers similarly to how you would unlock the star power. There would be a small chance that if they were at level 10 that it could drop from a brawl box, even less of a chance than the star power, but it could also be purchased from the shop with a large amount of gold. Now Overdrive would not have another joystick. There are already too many joysticks in Brawl Stars. Instead it would be a button that you would either tap to activate.
And gadgets?
Gadgets? Gadgets are a unique ability that are coming to every brawler in the game. They'll unlock at power level 7, and you can find them in boxes and in the shop.
They're a bit more common than star powers, meaning that it's easier to find in boxes, but they're not as easy to use.
That's right, you can only use them a limited number of times per match, and then you're out.
Some would just tap to activate like a quick teleport or a dash in the direction that you're moving.
Some would just tap to activate like a quick teleport or a dash in the direction that you're moving.
The game. While they currently do not have a place to call home in Brawltopia, I can almost guarantee you that we'll get some sort of a pirate ship update in the future, some pirate skins, and I would not be surprised if we got a new pirate ship environment to go along with it.
That's right, we've got a brand new environment. We've got 2 new brawlers, 5 skins, a new game mode, and so much more.
Let's start with the environment, which is Daryl's ship. Look how awesome it is.
That's right.
And of course, if you have a pirate ship, we would have some
Pirate skins.
Another is that Brawl Stars does not currently have any type of like a stealth brawler or like a brawler that can go into like unexpected sneak attacks, which I think that would be an awesome addition to Brawl Stars. Suggestion is Slash, the invisible ninja with artwork kind of similar to like Terra. And then his damage would be similar to Mortis with high burst damage potential but low consistent damage potential. For his super, he would actually go invisible for up to 5 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds, where he would then be able to go undetected by enemy brawlers unless he actually gets hit by an enemy brawler or he actually attacks. Additionally, when he goes invisible, he would gain 50 movement speed to help him sneak up on enemy brawlers.
We have a brand new legendary brawler joining the game, and his name is Leon.
Leon is a medium range brawler, but what's really cool about him is a super. It's invisibility.
His super lets him go invisible for a short amount of time. Also, taking damage or attacking will remove the invisibility briefly.
But we do not have a brawler that can legitimately put down a wall to stop brawlers from moving in a specific direction or to protect teammates from getting hit. Suggestion for a brawler is going to be Flower. Now, Flower is a female counterpart to Spike, also kind of a cactusy brawler. He's no longer alone, guys, but instead she'd have a big flower blooming on the top of her head or something like that. Now, she would be a mythic brawler, so pretty rare, not super easy to get, on the same rarity level as Terra or Mortis. And she would have low HP just like Spike. Her movement speed would be normal just like Spike's, and her attacks would actually also kind of be similar to Spike, but it'd be different because they would actually be thrown similar to Dynamite's and Barley's, but then when they land, that is when they burst out similar to Spike's regular attacks. Her range would be slightly shorter than Barley's and Dynamite's, but also longer than Spike's, and then her damage would actually be slightly less than Spike's. Now, here's where things get really fun and exciting. For her super, she would create a wall of flowering cactuses that physically block the movement path for all brawlers, including friendly brawlers, for up to 5 seconds, and at that point, they would kind of disappear, similar to how Spike's super kind of like fades into the ground.
Hello.
Somehow, and they belong on an area in Brawltopia that currently does not exist. It's not hard to imagine some sort of Arabian desert theme because Jean is obviously a genie that's from that part of the world, was where genies come from. I could also imagine some sort of Egyptian pyramid theme because Terra seems to be some sort of like a psychic mummy, and that's the part of the world where mummies originate from. Either way, I imagine that another themed area that includes a desert very unlike the dirt and cactus desert we already have, but like a very rather sandy desert. But the third option here is that eventually sandy and tropical themed brawlers will be released to fit this jungle island theme.
Sandy is our newest legendary brawler. He's really cool, looks a little bit like Tara and Jean, I would say.
Yeah, kind of purplish.
Kind of purplish.
Kind of a bear, but the reference to Snare reminded me of Bo's super being a trap. And my guess is that this will actually make it so that brawlers caught in the explosion of his traps, his super, will also be slowed or even possibly be snared or like stunned so they can't move for a little bit. Location. It's because of these two brawlers that I think that Supercell will eventually add some type of haunted mansion or creepy cemetery theme into the game. In fact,
Danny, tell us about it.
We have a new environment, my home, Mortis Mortuary. It's a new environment for 3v3 modes and showdown. For the first time, we're having a new showdown environment.
right now, free to play, very supported. Pay to play, less supported. That is why sometime in 2020, I think that Brawl Stars is going to come out with some sort of a Brawl Pass, similar to what they've added in Clash of Clans and Clash Royale.
All right, let's talk about Brawl Pass.